Hello and welcome to the show. We are back here on Forza Horizon 4 with another team adventure. Today's all about the 4-cylinder cars. Yes, all the vehicles are being raced, being built to B-class and are using 4-cylinder engines. There can be engines that have been swapped into the car to make them a 4-cylinder. I have gone for a fairly solid all-round option. In this, the Lotus Cortina, you can't really go wrong with a Lotus Cortina. I haven't built one for a while. They're generally good cars, but yeah, I haven't built one for quite some time. When it comes to Forza games, I don't think I've ever built one in Horizon, so I figured I'd give it a try. With this one, we'll see how it goes. It's small, it's light, it's got just under 200 horsepower, and is on rally tyres. So, kind of hoping it will, you know, do the trick. For being decently fast around all of this. There are some interesting choices of cars, as you would expect from this. From a Morris that could have any sort of engine stuck into it, to the one modern car that's about to come past on the inside, the Scirocco. Plenty of little boxes, much like my Cortina as well, around the places. There's Datsuns, there's an Escort ahead of us on our team. I'm kind of thinking there are going to be circuits that are better suited to the Cortina than this one. I'm not sold on this circuit being the best for my Ford, but we'll find out quickly. It gets accelerated okay, but it is going to run out of top speed compared to a bunch of these other cars. It just doesn't have the power. It won't have the power of some of these, which is fine and everything. I've just got to have to make the most of the cornering abilities. Oh, that's okay. That was making the most of them, and then there was pushing them a little bit too far, and then holding on for dear life. And I think we pushed them a little too far. Oh, that's a horrible, horrible curb. This circuit does not work for the Lotus. This circuit is not working for the Cortina in the slightest. We've got one of our cars somewhere up towards the front of the pack. I don't know what one of ours it is. Working up there, we're nowhere near to getting enough points. Well, it's not a great start. It's not a great start. But the good news is, at least everyone is all vaguely close up here. I've got immense corner grip, but I'm getting murdered down the straight. I guess in some ways that's promising. The promising thing... Oh, before back. Oh, I think it was that Sylvia, actually, was up there. Promising thing is, yes, I can carry a lot of corner speed. I'll probably be able to carry a lot of quarter speed when we get to the dirt. I'm hoping I'll be good. I better be good there. If I'm terrible on the dirt and terrible at this circuit, I will be in trouble, I think it is safe to say. Actually, a little bit more on the brakes down here. Less sliding sideways through turn 1, please. Don't really like sliding all the way sideways through turn 1. It's a little bit sketchy. I'm not going to lie. Oh, that's going to be a Talbot in the wall, and I've followed it in. They are 4 wide up ahead. I mean, it's very, very close between everybody up ahead in that group. The Morris is in that group. And unfortunately for me, we've made up a place. Won't really get us any more points. Sadly, all of the cars that we need to overtake for some more points are way too far gone ahead of us, and I'm just going to fight with the Sunbeam. Again, the Sunbeam, another car can't really go wrong with. I don't think it's the Sunbeam. One of the Sunbeams, I don't know whether it's engine swap or something you can do to the engine. You can make the Sunbeam the loudest car in the game. I think it might be the Honda swap that makes it insanely loudly. Insanely loudly? Yeah, you know what? I'm going to go for it. But yeah, the Talbot can be a very, very noisy car. I mean, our Sylvia might be able to get a podium. We're all way too far back. Please be good on the dirt. Please be good on the dirt. That's what we're hoping for here. That's about all I can hope for. I'm not horrendously far down in terms of lap time on that pack ahead. We lost some time trying to fight through everything. Unfortunately, we're probably half a second down on them a lap, which, you know, is not going to get any better for me. It's not really much we can do. Yeah, 1, 2, 3, 4 for blue team. Ouch. At least our cars are scoring some points. It's not going to be enough. We have pulled away now from the Talbot, so we're going to be we are really, really sat in no man's land. Yeah, possibly almost fast enough to fight with the top group. In fact, the top group are now really slowing themselves down. I mean, it's worked for us as we've got our car up to seconds. I mean, it'll work for me trying to draw me into the fight, but it'll be too little and far too late to do much unless they have a really big crash. There is a very, very nasty curb we see. Well, turn 1 actually, the inside curb at turn 1 is very nasty. I guess technically turn 3 is also a horrible, horrible curb that can launch cars sideways. But I've seen cars hit the curb and almost insta-spin. I don't be turn 4, I guess technically here. Hit that curb on the inside. I've seen that do many a mean thing to race cars. Yeah, so I mean, that group there is fighting viciously over the podium spots, and I'm only just slowly catching them. The Scirocco's got to the Scirocco got out of that mess and has buggered off up the road, which is impressive to have the one modern car, this is Volkswagen, actually, you know, being happy around here. Most people do tend to stick to building. In the classic cars, you just get much more PI to work with than the modern vehicles. The Scirocco will have, I think it's on standard tyres, and will have little in the way of upgrades, whereas this thing here has got rally tyres, you know, it's under £2,000 in fact in terms of weight. It's got rally suspension, you know, race brakes and all of that sort of thing. You see the roll cage, and yeah, you just get lots of PI to play with these. Sylvia couldn't get a podium by the looks of it. Yeah, it's not a good start. I think things will get better. I really, really hope things will get better for my Cortina, because I was very much in no man's land there. But we will, yeah, see how things go. So, we head next to the Howls Scramble, a predominantly dirt circuit, although we've got a little bit of tarmac. But yeah, there's only a very, very small bit of tarmac around here. It's another circuit with a nasty bump. There is another infamous nasty bump on this circuit that, if you hit wrong, will launch cars over. We're going to be trying to avoid that. It is the Escort should be well suited around here. I don't know, did they ever take the Cortina? I know it did lots of like touring cars at equivalents. Did it ever go to rallying? I feel like someone must have used, well, someone would have used the Cortina. I don't know if anyone's taking the Lotus one out there. But yeah, I feel like my car should be fairly well suited here. We'll see how things go. And Datsun's actually got a very good start. My Cortina not the fastest off the line. That's okay. I'm hoping around these sort of corners here. I mean, the Talbot should also be very good on the dirt. Oh, that's a very sideways Mini. Ferrari made life a bit difficult for us through there. Oh, I'm trying to stay out of trouble. Well, the Myers Max is likely to be quite good at here. It's going to have the tyres and it's going to be very, very light, which is helpful. Again, trying not to get someone stuck on the wall is always a good thing. We're going to bobble, yeah, we're going to be stuck on the outside of our teammate's Mini. Oh, and dip to wheel over the edge. We climb our way out just about in one piece. Okay, end of the first lap. I need to / want to be making a lot more progress forward. Oh. I could be flat through there. It was a little bit iffy. I do apologise to the Ford. Trying to get that one, yeah, trying to get that car sorted through there. It's not so easy. Leading the way is our Datsun. And it's good to have our cars back up towards the front in this one, being chased by the Morris. Oh no, I think I've just been pushed past it by my teammate. Not intentional, I don't think I had any idea I was going to be there, but that screwed us over. Yeah, we're done. Oh, we're done for here. That's a shame. That is a shame. Now, we might be able to get a couple of places before the end of this race. If I can... Certainly I know the Scirocco's on standard tyres and it will not be enjoying life out here. I don't know what our Silvia's like on the dirt. I mean, they aren't too far ahead of this. I don't know what the car in 9th is, if I can potentially catch that. We're going to have one hell of a drive with this. We need everyone else to hold station or make progress forward. We can't really afford to lose any places. It's a little iffy in terms of points, as it is. It's a little iffy in terms of points as it is. Or it would be iffy if we can make a little bit of progress forward here. It would be iffy in terms of points. We are currently leading. Sylvia might not be on rally tyres, possibly. Judging by how quick we've caught these cars, would suggest that our sideways, cars are, would suggest that's probably not on rally tyres. So we will take that position away from you. We can get the Scirocco. It's a Datsun up in 9th, which I know isn't on rally tyres. We'll give it a little bop, a little light bopping on the back. Doesn't really help me because it's cost me all of my momentum trying to get going. I got no. Thank you for the push. I got no straight line speed in this. It's a fun car, but there is zilch in terms of straight line speed. It's good, but only in the most technical of venues. Here we go. This is where the Scirocco won't like life too much. In turn 1, I presume the Volkswagen will defend. Turn 1, it doesn't actually. It can't really. I can just run in so much faster through there. Volkswagen kind of was just in the middle of the road, so that's put us up. Now, can I get the next car? Can I get that Datsun? If I can... Oh, the Datsun might get one of our cars as well. We need our escort to not we need our escort to not lose a place, and if it does, I need to be in position to get past Datsun to give us the points. Datsun's going for... Oh, that was a bit too sideways for Datsun there, wasn't it? I'll take that from you. Thank you. Big slide trying to get underneath. Oh, and it missed a checkpoint anyway. That's helped us out. Don't miss that one. That would be a stupid thing to do. That's very much helped us out in scoring some points. I don't know quite what one that missed, but it missed something along the way. Well, things might not have quite gone to plan for us in this one. The important thing... Bloody hell, that escort did not look pleasant through the water splash. That escort did not look pleasant at all through the water splash. That's kind of huge wheelie. Oh well, I'm glad my car's not driving like that, that's for sure. Yeah, it's not a great finish for me. However, red team, if we can hold this together where we are, we will get enough. While, yes, I got slightly friendly fired out of a checkpoint, which is not ideal. Not ideal at all. I guess maybe the Datsun must have gone underneath that one. That would explain what happened to that. Oh, I think a blue car may have got in trouble as well. Yeah, might have got a little friendly fired outside of a checkpoint. Unintentionally, of course, but inconvenient, to say the least. However, at least Stevie A redeemed himself and got second, and I've managed to claw my way back up and get a couple of 100 points. And the Ford got a couple of 100 as well, and that will be enough, unless the Ford misses the final checkpoint or something silly. I think that will be enough for us to take the round. Okay, I didn't really get a good measure of my car either on that one. We spent far too much time in no man's land and trying to catch up. I'm not sold on the Cortina, however, the round victory is ours. So, up next we go to the Lakehurst Circuit, a track that I'm not going to be enjoying. I'm not going to like this circuit, or I say I'm not going to like this circuit. I like the track, my Cortina will not. Will not at all. My Cortina was not very fast previous tracks, and this is quick. Yes, there are some nasty sections. Full-on speed cars don't work here. I guess the rain might help me a little bit, but yeah, the few fast corners around are not going to be enough to save, or I'll say to save, or to be able to make up enough time. I'm going to have to hope that other red team cars are fast, and I'm going to have to hope that I can at least still score some points. You know, when you have a less than ideal car, or if you have a very specialised car, for example, we've seen a few cars that try their luck with race tyres and varying tyre ideas outside of the almost standard rally tyres now. You rely on the races where your car's going to be weak to either be scoring some points, just a few hundred points might be enough with the rest of your team doing well. That's kind of what I'm going to be for red team on this one. We just need the rest of the team to be doing well, and I don't think these kind of tracks are suiting our cars all that much. We've got the Manx was very sideways through all of that. We will have a big dive at the inside. I've got amazing brakes. Oh, the Golf missed a checkpoint, I presume, through there. Oh, come on. Carry speed in the Cortina. That will go round. In fact, we'll take all of you there, and that will be, well, that'll be okay. That'll be a position for us. I think the Traveller might be immensely fast. I would presume might be a turbo rally engine swap if that gets it. I'd imagine it might be one of the cars that gets that sort of engine, and that thing will be immense down the straight. Quite a handful, and there's always a fear it might fall over around here with the rain. We know how wobbly the Morris can be, so there's a chance it might fall over. Sadly doesn't look like it at the moment. Lack of straight line speed is painful in this. It's very slow. I mean, the Talbot's not particularly fast either, but even that's fast. Yeah, it is painfully slow. I do tend to build cars more handling based. Mostly, blue car missed a checkpoint. That gives us a little bit more hope. Yeah, I do tend to build cars handling based, simply because most of Forza tracks favour that one. But this is, I think, too slow. This is too slow down the straight. It's certainly for this sort of track. But to be to work in these team adventures, you've got to have a good overall car. And this is not a bad vehicle per se, but I don't think it's good enough overall at all the different sort of tracks it might be asked to tackle. However, I mean, we're still within a shout of this round. We are still within a shout of this round. Missed checkpoints are very easy to do here. We've seen it time and time again. Mostly at that first corner, we see cars pushing their luck too much through there, trying to make up time. We're going to get to the inside of the Silvia. The problem is I'm going to pass the Silvia. The Silvia will just beat us on the run up the hill, I would expect. Oh, hey, we've got the points. I don't know where on earth the points came from. Oh, I know where. The Datsun, blue team's Datsun missed a checkpoint on the backtrack just as I was talking about bloody checkpoints, and blue team's Datsun has missed one with just one lap to go, and they've got a lot of work to do. That Datsun looked pretty quick, but he's got to try and catch up to the back of the Talbot. I mean, we're fighting for honour here, for red team honour, me and the Silvia. That's no, there are no points in it for us, no more points in it for us. We've just got to not push each other out of a checkpoint. Oh, Ninetales missed a checkpoint as well. The Morris has fallen back into the clutches of the pack. It's all going away from blue team. And this was a track that should have suited blue team. I would have expected them. Gliska's got to the front. That Scirocco is very, very good at the tarmac races. Can't do the dirt, of course, because of its tyres, but is doing well at the tarmac races. Ninetales might make his way back up to second. Oh, that was very close. I don't know whether that made it through. It did only just. We should probably be careful about fighting each other so hard we start missing checkpoints here. Blue team have got themselves into trouble in this race. Ninetales missed another one trying to get underneath, I think. Oh, it's all fallen apart for blue team in this one. It has. Oh, it's all fallen apart for blue team, and slightly for us. Chriso has missed a checkpoint, and that's dropped the red car back, although he's still ahead of Ninetales. I mean, I might be able to cheese a podium, and it would not really be an earned. It wouldn't be an earned podium. This would have been. I say earned. I made less mistakes, is what this one will have been. Just not missing checkpoints is what might do it for me here. Yeah, I've got no pace to match the Datsun, no pace to match the Scirocco in the slightest around here. Good battle with the Silvia, very fast in different places on the circuit. I've got the grip, Silvia has the straight line speed. The Talbot fairly similarly matched. The Talbot probably had one of the more frustrating races, sat watching us have fun and being a few tenths too slow to quite join in with it. You know, I'll take a podium. When you get gifted a podium, you kind of make the most of your opportunities. I'll take it. Yeah, third place for me. Definitely not the third fastest car here. However, that was what we could do without. Well, I say without when we don't go missing the checkpoints. We surprisingly for red team take round 2. I think we're going off road next, which might work in our favour. Well, we move to the Ambleside Scramble with my team in a surprisingly good position. We could actually win the adventure here. I think we stand more of a chance of winning it here than we do elsewhere. I'll be honest. If we go to the decider, we might struggle. But you never know. You never know. I really didn't think we'd win the last race. We got very lucky. Sometimes luck helps. Either way, I've actually got a nice starting position here, which Yeah, fourth on the grid. Cortina should like this track. I knew it was going to be painful at the last one. This circuit should work for the Cortina while I don't think it's immense. It's not, you know, OP on dirt or anything. It is good handling, and this is a very much pure handling circuit. Your straight line speed will mean nothing around the Ambleside Scramble. The Myers Manx, if it can stay out of trouble, is likely to be very quick. They are sometimes fiddly to build. They are not always the most comfortable car in the world to drive. I think with all the weight over the back of them, it makes them a little bit wonky. I don't know. I mean, there are cars that may well be all-wheel drive in this. We might have some all-wheel drive swapped vehicles. The only restrictions was on the engine having to be a 4-cylinder. The rest of the car is up to you. I've kept rear-wheel drive with the Cortina because I was wanting PI for other things and keeping weight down and so on. In B-Class, you'll get away with rear-wheel drive. All-wheel drive will still be a little faster probably on the dirt, but not by as much margin, because all the cars are just working with less power. We've only got 100, we've got around the 200 horsepower mark. I don't actually remember how much I have in the Cortina, but yeah, we have around the 200 horsepower mark. It's not crazy levels of power that you spin away constantly. Unfortunately, our cars are struggling more on the dirt here than blue teams, it would seem. Curiously, that's going to get past us, I think, although it's on a very wonky line down at the bottom. We have to lift and give that some space. We get a little bop from the Morris. I'll take second back. I mean, this kind of works for Stevie. This kind of works to help Stevie escape away a little bit at the front. I kind of want to get out of the fight. I don't think I'm going to be able to, though. Don't miss this checkpoint. This is another place. Very easy to miss that. We were very nicely run up there. I don't know where on earth. I mean, there was Ninetales behind us. There wasn't Ninetales behind us. We've now got a Golf behind us. I don't know what's going on back there. I can hear the sound of the Talbot over the sound of my own Lotus. That's a big battle pack. That's a big group of cars that we could really do with the vehicles further down. We can't have 3 cars at the back of the field because Blue Team are getting 300 points for their cars. Oh, one of them's missed a checkpoint. That swung things very much back in our favour. That's good news for us. Again, probably a missed checkpoint. When you see a name suddenly drop down the order, you're going to presume that it was a missed checkpoint that did it. In fact, we've got all of our cars up into a 1, 2, 3 as well. Nicely done. The Leathercap with the Datsun. We're going to... I mean, we're following... We've got very similar pace to that Talbot. Talbot's good out here. Talbot does seem to be very good on these dirt circuits. Do I want first? No, probably not what I wanted. I do not want to slow down the I say I do not want to slow down the Datsun. Definitely don't want to cost the Datsun points if it looks like the Manx might get involved here. Or was that a missed checkpoint from... That was very, very close. If it wasn't, that was... I think... Oh, no, don't let this be the tale of the missed checkpoints. No! My 2 rear gunners both missed it on the penultimate lap. Well, kind of the end of the penultimate lap, start of the final lap. The 2 cars that were gaining us... We're going to lose this round. I think a lot of blue team, there's been a lot of missed checkpoints here. All we had to do was not miss the bloody checkpoints. And we've thrown it away. Much as blue team did in the previous race. Red team has thrown this one away. Although Gliska's fallen down, we might still be able to do it on the final lap. I don't know what happened with that. I just saw numbers start popping up. I shouldn't be looking at the leaderboard while I'm racing, otherwise I'll be another one of the casualties of the missed checkpoints. I don't know what's going to happen. This could go either way. What are we going to have here? It's so close. There are 50 points in it at the moment. Just finish as you are, everyone. Nobody else on red team lose any more places. Just don't, or gain them if you can, preferably. If you can gain them. We get an 8th place for the Mini. Come on, Sylvia. Come home in 9th. We need you to finish in 9th. And that will be enough for us to win. We get it. Oh. I think our Escort must have missed a checkpoint on that final lap as well. And then got dropped all the way back to the back of that section. Oh, Christ. That was a bit nerve-wracking, to say the least. Red team wins on the dirt. We take a 3-1 lead, an unassailable lead, and that will be victory for the adventure. Now, Forza has changed the way these team adventures work. I thought it had broken in previous ones, but I think it's just changed the way it works, and you will do all 5 of the races. So, blue team are going to be racing for pride. We are racing to try and go for a 4-1. I don't think we're going to be able to do it. I'll be blunt here. I say I don't think. I'm, yeah, not sure. But give it a damn good go. So here we go. The last circuit, the Edinburgh Station Circuit, where it's probably of the tarmac circuits, it's probably the one the Cortina will like the most. Not going to be amazing, but it's the one the Cortina will like the most. Less reliant on, I say less reliant on straight line speed. There are still some long straights. Around the fiddly corners, the Cortina should be good. I've not had great starting positions, and the Scirocco starts on pole. That will probably be too fast. Certainly for me, that'll be too fast here. Can I score good points against the rest of blue team's cars, though? That is the question. Will the missed checkpoints play their part here? You know, they've played a big part in the previous two races. Perhaps some of the most spectacular parts we've ever played, let's see, we've ever seen in this. Oh, Ghost Mode exiting, bad time there. Ninetales already very committed to that corner. Probably didn't expect, or was expecting to still be in Ghost Mode. Oh, I'm on the roundabout and we're struggling away. Yeah, I think I might take back what I said about the Cortina being okay around here. I mean, it like this corner. It would like the little Ambleside Street Circuit, whatever it's called. I can't remember the name of it. It would like it there. That's probably the only place this Cortina would be good at. I don't know what I said. I don't know why it doesn't work. I don't know why it doesn't work. Like, numbers-wise, it's not all that far away from my Mugen. Mugen's a little lighter. This is a little more powerful. Handling-wise, it's pretty good. Decent-sized tyres and everything. But, yeah, this... the Mugen would destroy... I'm not using the Mugen, while it would technically be allowed for this. I say it would be technically allowed. Engine-wise, it's allowed for this. However, I won't run the Mugen very often because it's so OP. If I run the Mugen, everyone runs a Mugen because that's about the only thing that beats a Mugen. There are some cars in some circumstances that can work, but on the most part, you need a Mugen to beat a Mugen. So yeah, I'm not gonna run that Mugen all that often. It's just a damn good B-class car. This Cortina is not particularly. The Bentley is a good B-class car as well that I have, but that's also not a four-cylinder car. I can't. No, that's still on its standard engine, I think. That one. Oh, we're going to be around the outside here. A little sketchy. Ninetales' Morris has not really got all that far through the field. Unfortunately, blue team have got a 1-2. Oh, that's not what I wanted from the Ferrari. Thanks for that. This has not been a great race for me, which has been stuff. I've got a decent car here, but I just can't get out of the traffic, and this is the problem with the lack of straight line speed. Is I can match them through the corner. I can be a mile faster than them through the corners, and then as soon as we get out of the turns, they'll come sailing back past, and oh god, through the corners they can hold me up. Down the straights I can't hold them up. Stevie's got back up into 9th, and points-wise, we are not going to win this round, I don't think. Without a miracle, without a bunch of missed checkpoints, I don't think we can really. Now that's fine. We've won the adventure. Oh, I'm glad, because I pulled that wall again. That wall. Oh, I'm sorry, Stevie. Didn't mean to wander out in front of you. That wall has been my nemesis a number of times in this. Oh, it's just this Cortina just doesn't quite work. Happens sometimes, you know. Happens sometimes with cars. Scirocco is up at the front. I would like 7th at least. I would like to be 7th. I want to get past the Gulf, if at all possible. I think I've got the car. I don't think I've quite got the car. Might have a similar pace to Ninetales' Morris when I was in clean air, although Ninetales is now buggered off. Maybe not. Maybe not similar pace to that. But yeah, I've got okay speed in the Cortina, but early laps were in too much traffic, and now we can't seem to. Oh, it's going to be a podium lockout. I mean, blue team can get a podium lockout, and it will not be enough. It will not be enough. I'm glad it wasn't coming down to this race as the deciding one. Had things gone as expected in the previous... I say gone as expected. Gone as it was looking like through the races and so on, it would have come down to this as a final... Oh, wow, that Sylvia's got no mid-corner speed. Oh, my God, they got 1, 2, 3, and 4. This will not do! Red team! Red team assemble and do better. We cannot let them get a 1, 2, 3 and 4 here. We've got to stop. That means we don't fight each other into oblivion here, which I don't know how we're going to manage to do, because no one will want to yield and everyone will want to get past the Volkswagen. I can outturn all of you and then you all outdrag me. Like, all three of you I can outturn and all three of you will outdrag me. Sylvia, I was going to say, is being brave and jumping to the inside of the fence, but the fence is all gone because the Golf hit it. This is either bravery or stupidity, and I'm not sure which. Hate taking it. Oh, okay, stupidity it was. I nearly murdered the Datsun. Admittedly, not my fault as such, I murdered the Datsun. I don't know what the hell I hit, but I hit something and it put my car on the side. Yeah, I mean, my braking was good for the corner. I was going to be fine for the corner. The game decided I was not going to be fine for the corner. And I don't know what I hit to upset the game so. God, Sylvia is terrible at the corners here. It's twice now. Yeah, I just can't make up speed. Too much. I say too much quarter speed. Not enough acceleration. Not enough straight line speed in the Cortina here. Oh, that's going to be a clonk on the wall. Yeah, we couldn't do it. In fact, Stevie might get us in the end. We'll squeeze you to the inside as much as I can. As much as I am allowed to, I think that will be... Oh, no, Stevie did get... Well, there's the game forgetting how to count. Possibly, I don't know. It was very close. Either way, it doesn't matter. Either way, it's kind of a little bit irrelevant. We had a fun battle in that one. I apologise to Little Cat for the slightly unintentional torpedo. I was out of control on two wheels heading towards that. Nothing... I was kind of a quiet passenger in that, but... In the end, it didn't cost us anything. We won the game. We might have lost the final race. However, we did win the adventure. Well, Cortina, it got a win. It's not going to be a B-class car of choice. That, though, is going to be it for this video. If you'd like to take part in the next Versus the Community, you can sign up via our forums. There'll be a link in the description of this video. Find the FailRace Versus the Community section, and you can sign up in there. However, that is going to be it from me. Thank you all very much for watching, and until next time, a goodbye.